Union Home Minister Amit Shah lays foundation of Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum in Manipur, pays tributes to tribal heroes. Center flags of All India Domestic Workers Survey to chart our evidence-based data-driven policies. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma hopeful of early resolution of border dispute with Assam. President Ramnath Kovind presents gallantry awards and distinguished service decorations to armed forces personnel. And Union Health Minister Manshukh Mandavia reviews progress on vaccination drive in Manipur, Meghalaya and Nagaland. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Hansraj, and now the stories in detail. In news from Northeast first, Union Home Minister Amit Shah today paid glowing tributes to the innumerable tribal heroes who had valiantly fought against the Britishers during the freedom movement. Shah was speaking after laying the foundation stone through video conference for setting up of the Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum at Luangkau village, Tamenglong district in Manipur. The project has been sanctioned by the Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs at an estimated cost of 15 crore rupees. The State Cabinet have decided to set up the museum at Luangkau village, the birthplace of Rani Gaidinliu. Shah said Rani Gaidinliu's contribution to the freedom movement cannot be forgotten. The Postal Department had issued a commemorative stamp of Rani Gaidinliu in 1996. The Indian Coast Guard commissioned a fast patrol vessel ICCGS Rani Gaidinliu in 2016.
इस काम के माध्यम से एक दो साल नहीं सैकड़ों सालों तक हमारे स्वतंत्र सेनानियों का जज्बा, हमारे स्वतंत्र सेनानियों की देशभक्ति और उनके कार्यों की सुगंध आने वाली पीढ़ियों तक पहुंचने वाली। आज मैं जब मणिपुर के अंदर ये ट्राइबल म्यूजियम स्वतंत्र सेनानियों का बन रहा है, उस वक्त मणिपुर के सभी स्वतंत्र सेनानियों को आदरांजलि, श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहता हूं।
Union Labour and Employment Minister Bhupender Yadav today flagged off the first ever All India Domestic Workers Survey. The survey will cover 742 districts in 37 states and union territories. The objective is to estimate the number and proportion of domestic workers at national and state level and find out household estimates of live-in and live-out domestic workers. Besides, it will estimate the average number of domestic workers engaged by different types of households. The minister said the survey will help the government understand significant issues and chart evidence-based data-driven policies.
इंस्टीट्यूशन बेस्ड एरिया बेस्ड सर्वे पे काम चल रहा है। इसके अलावा हमारे जो दो और सर्वे इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि पिछले 2 सालों में हमने कोविड पेंडेमिक के काल को देखा है और इन दोनों ही क्षेत्रों में, माइग्रेंट वर्कर के क्षेत्र में और डोमेस्टिक वर्कर्स के क्षेत्र में जो है, हमें कई दिक्कतों को देखने का अवसर मिला है।
In Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has said both Assam and Meghalaya government are moving in a progressive way to find a solution to the vexed interstate boundary issue. He said serious efforts are being made to get the solution in a very short time. On inner line permit, Sangma said the government has taken steps to move a resolution in the assembly. He informed that the state government is pursuing it with the centre. The state government has also taken up with the centre the issue of pending dues of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan teachers. The state is waiting for the central funds. The Union Education Minister has assured his full support, Sangma added.
More than 15-20 visits have been made by different committees. They've spent hours and hours going to interior locations. So it's not a simple thing. This clearly reflects the commitment that we have towards this issue. In the past governments have said that they don't want the ILP. The past governments had never taken any step to move a resolution for it, but this government has done it. So therefore, we are working towards it. Everybody knows that it's not a proposal or it's not a rule that can be put in by the state government. We need the centre to do it. So we are pursuing with central government, and it's a process. We hope that we'll be able to move it forward, but it's really something that is difficult for me to say something at my level here. We have done our part in passing the resolution, and we will continue to press with the government.
And now it's time for us to take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
हाय मॉम, फिर से शॉपिंग? बाबूजी, आपने इसे बिगाड़ के रखा।
लिमिट में करो तो कुछ बुरा नहीं होता है।
बिना लिमिट शॉपिंग करेगी आपके कार्ड पे ऐड ऑन जो है।
मैंने तो कार्ड पे लिमिट सेट कर दिया। अच्छा, इसके फायदे ये हैं कि रिस्क कम हो जाता है और अगर फ्रॉड भी हुआ तो तुरंत बैंक को बोल दीजिए, नुकसान कम।
दादू, नेक्स्ट टाइम ये पिंक ड्रेस।
यू आर द लिमिट।
लिमिट तो सेट है। आरबीआई कहता है, जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. President Ramnath Kovind today presented gallantry awards and distinguished service decorations to armed forces personnel for displaying indomitable courage and extreme devotion to duty at the defense investiture ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla were present on the occasion. Sapper Prakash Yadav from Corps of Engineers was accorded the second highest peacetime gallantry award, Kirti Chakra, posthumously for neutralizing terrorists in an operation in Jammu and Kashmir. Major Vibhuti Sankar Dondial was accorded the Shaurya Chakra posthumously for his role in an operation where 5 terrorists were eliminated and 200 kg explosive material was recovered. Group Captain Abhinandan Vardhaman, who shot down a Pakistani F-16 fighter aircraft in aerial combat, was honored with Veer Chakra.
रामनाथ कोविंद ने भारतीय वायुसेना के विंग कमांडर और अब ग्रुप कैप्टन अभिनंदन वर्धमान को वीर चक्र से सम्मानित किया।
Union Health Minister Manchuk Mandavia today chaired the review meeting on vaccination progress with senior officials from the states of Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland and Union Territory of Puducherry. The states and Union Territory have been reporting low vaccination coverage. Reiterating that vaccination is the most important weapon in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic, the Health Minister urged the states and Union Territory to innovatively rope in all stakeholders, including NGOs, faith-based organizations, religious leaders, community influencers and other partners to speed up the vaccination coverage. He asked them to address issues of hesitancy, misinformation and superstition. Mandavia urged the states to deploy all state government officials 1 day each week to visit each eligible household to motivate and mobilize them towards full vaccination. In Assam, the government has introduced some reform measures in treatment facilities in 8 medical college hospitals in the state with immediate effect. Talking to the media in Guwahati today, Health Minister Kekhop Mohanto said some laboratory tests like MRI, ultrasound and CT scan were earlier conducted till 3 in the afternoon, but from now on, these services will be available till 10 p.m. every day. 2 shifts are already in operation. Moreover, work on Cardio Neuro Center will start from February next year. He further informed that the digital appointment system will be operational very soon.
আজি বিশেষকৈ গুৱাহাটী মেডিকেল কলেজৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত কেইটামান বিষয় আপোনালোকৰ জৰিয়তে অসমবাসী ৰাইজক আমি অৱগত কৰিব বিচাৰিছো। আমাৰ লগত মেডিকেল কলেজৰ প্ৰিন্সিপাল আছে, সুপাৰিনটেণ্ডেণ্ট আছে আৰু এডিশনাল ডিএমই আজি এই সাংবাদিক মেলত উপস্থিত আছে। যোৱা 25 সেপ্টেম্বৰ তাৰিখে অসমৰ মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী ডক্টৰ হিমন্ত বিশ্ব শৰ্মা ডাঙৰীয়াই অসমৰ 8খন মেডিকেল কলেজৰ লগত ইয়াৰ পৰিচালনাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত আৰু ৰাইজৰ ইমান দিন পাই থকা অসুবিধাসমূহ দূৰ কৰাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত এক পৰ্যালোচনা কৰিছিল আৰু সেই পৰ্যালোচনাৰ ভিত্তিত আমি কিছু ইয়াত সংস্কাৰ আনিব বিচাৰিছো ৰাইজৰ সুবিধাৰ।
In Arunachal Pradesh, General Officer Commanding-in-Chief Eastern Army Command Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey called on the State Governor Brigadier Dr. B.D. Mishra, retired, at Raj Bhavan, Itanagar on Sunday. They discussed issues of borders and civil army liaison for better cooperation and harmonized actions in the frontier state. The governor emphasized that army units should also adopt villages and schools and conduct medical camps in their areas of responsibility. Such initiatives will help in checking the migration of indigenous population from border areas. At the same time, this will strengthen the goodwill for the troops among the local population. The governor also shared his commitment for the recruitment of the youths of Arunachal Pradesh in the Indian Army. In cricket, India thrashed New Zealand by 73 runs in the third and final T20 International at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata last night. With this win, India pulled off a clean sweep over the Kiwis in the three-match series 3-0, and now both teams will square off in two-match test series beginning Thursday in Kanpur. Chasing a target of 185, New Zealand were bowled out for 111, with Martin Guptill top scoring with a fine 36 ball 51. Earlier, India opting to bat first had put up 184 runs on the board for the loss of 7 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Skipper Rohit Sharma top scored for Team India with his 56-run knock. Akshar Patel was declared player of the match, while Rohit Sharma was declared player of the series. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu has informed that the state government has taken an initiative to create a brand for Arunachal Kiwis. In his tweet, he said the government will work systematically to harness the state's potential to emerge as a player not only in domestic market but also in international arena so that the farmers get a better price. And now the COVID update from the Northeast. Arunachal Pradesh has a total of 38 active cases, followed by 54,929 discharged cases. The dead account for 280. Reporting 1,626 active cases, Assam has a caseload of 6,06,337 released cases. The tally for the dead is 6,072. Manipur has recorded 682 active cases and 1,22,274 released cases. The death toll is 1,962. With 280 active cases, Meghalaya has 82,494 released cases, while the death toll stands at 1,467. In Mizoram, the number of active cases is 5,746, followed by 1,26,672 cured cases. The count for the dead is 479. With 126 active cases, Nagaland has a total of 31,229 released cases. The dead account for 695. Sikkim has 123 active cases, while the discharged cases touched a total of 31,643. The death toll is 403. And finally, Tripura has recorded a total of 76 active cases, 83,827 cured cases, while the death toll stands at 818. In the COVID national update, more than 87 lakh COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in country so far. The recovery rate stands at 98.31%. Union Health Ministry has said that India reported over 8,000 new cases during the last 24 hours. India's active caseload stands at 1,18,443. Active cases account for less than 1% to total cases, and it is currently at 0.34%, the lowest since March last year. The ministry said the recovery rate is currently at 98.31%, and it is highest since March last year. Over 12,000 people recovered in the last 24 hours, and total recoveries have touched 3,39,34,547. The number of deaths due to the pandemic has reached 4,65,911. In the last 24 hours, 249 deaths were reported. And to end the news, the main points once again. Union Home Minister Amit Shalve's foundation of Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum in Manipur pays tribute to tribal heroes. Center flags of All India Domestic Workers Survey to chart out evidence-based data-driven policies. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma hopeful of early resolution of border dispute with Assam. President Ramnath Kovind presents gallantry awards and distinguished service decorations to armed forces personnel. And Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia reviews progress of vaccination drive in Manipur, Meghalaya and Nagaland. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.